Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can run your live server and node-sass, which is sass-compiler together. So let me show you first what I mean. If I open this folder and right click and open the git bash here, I will type one single command. It will run both of them at the same time. npm start. And this is what I mean. Most of the developers, what they do is they open a command for sass like npm, for example, watch, and then they will type sass, and then they will open another command and they will run their live server there. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can avoid that and run it in one single command. So if I close this one, I have created a folder, and inside this folder I have the css folder and sass folder and index and javascript. If I open it inside the VS Code, inside the index.html, I have only installed the CSS, but we have the code in Sass. If I make any changes here, it will appear on the page immediately. So before we do that, we need a couple of things to get started. First one is Node.js. Node.js is npm or package manager, which you can use Yarn or any other package managers. I'm using npm. You can go and download it from the nodejs.org. So once you install it, you're going to need the live server. So what you're going to do is you're going to open your cmd or command, and then what you're going to type is npm i-g, and then you'll type the live server. You hit enter and then it will install it. Since I've installed it, I'm going to cancel it. After installing the live server, you'll need to go to your folder, and inside that folder you're going to use the cmd again, and then you will type npm init. Init will create for us a simple package.json file. Close this one. We have a package.json. Make sure you run it. So the next one is you're going to need your node-sass compiler. If I go to the node-sass npm, and here it is. You will go to the your folder. Inside in here you will open your cmd. I'm using git bash. You will type npm install node-sass, and then you're going to save it as dev dependency. If you know about dev dependency, very well. If not, you can google it. It's not very much important to know here, but you will save it as dev dependency. And then the next one is the node-sass. Node-sass is the Sass code compiler. For this to install it, we are going to go to the folder, and then we are going to again open the cmd. In here we are going to type npm I, and then we are going to type the node-sass, node-sass, and then we are going to save it as dev dependency, and then we hit enter. It's going to take a few moments and then it will be installed. Once it's installed, I'll be back. Okay, once that's installed, we're going to need another thing that will run our both commands at the same time. This one is npm-run-all. We are going to type the same thing in here, npm I, which stands for installing, and then we are going to type npm run-all, and then we are going to save it as dev dependency too. We hit enter, and it's gonna take a few moments, and you should be waiting for that. Once it's installed, I'll be back. Okay, with that installed, we are now ready, and we are gonna open this folder inside the code, VS Code, and in here inside the scripts we have this watch, and you can change this command to, for example, watch sass or any other thing, but I'd like to make it watch. In here what we are going to do is we will write our sass compiler commands. We'll type node-sass, and then inside here we are going to type the directory we have our sass file. In here I'll type the sass, and then inside the sass folder, as you can see, we have a main.scss, and then the next one is where we are going to compile our sass into css. And here I have a css folder, and I'm going to type the directory here. It is css, and inside the css we should have a style.css, and at the end of that we are going to type -w. W stands for watch. So if I go to the next line, we are going to type our live server command. I mostly call it the live server. You can type whatever you want, live server. And in here we are going to type only our single command, which is live server. And then the next one is the last command. The last command, as I showed you in the beginning of the video, it stands for our one last command that we are going to run. I mostly type it as start, and inside here we are going to type npm-run-all, and then next one is we are going to type parallel, and then the next one is our watch command, which is this one. I'm going to copy it, paste it here, and first one is we are going to make the live server and then the watch. And basically we are done with this. And if I go to the folder in here, desktop tutorial, and then if I type npm start, it's gonna run the live server, and then it's gonna run our sass compiler. So that's it for this video, and please make sure to subscribe to the channel, as it's gonna help me, and more videos are coming your way. Thank you very much. See you next time.